Ahmed Bey is a name given to several historical figures in North Africa during the Ottoman era and the 19th century. The most famous people with this name are two prominent rulers, one from Algeria, Hajj Ahmed Bey, and the other from Tunisia, Ahmed Pasha Bey. The following is a brief comparison between the two personalities based on the available information. Ahmed Bey, Algerian, Hajj Ahmed Bey, birth and death, 1786 to 1850 AD, period of rule, 1826 to 1848 AD, Bey of Constantine, location, Beylik al-Sharq, Constantine, Algeria, notable achievement. He led the popular resistance against the French occupation of Algeria. He built Ahmed Bey Palace, which was turned into a national museum. Ahmed Bey, Tunisia, Ahmed Pasha Bey, birth and death, 1806 to 1855 AD, ruling period, 1837 to 1855 AD, Bey of Tunisia, location, Tunisia, notable achievement. He issued a historic decree abolishing slavery and the slave trade in 1846 AD, ahead of many Arab and Western countries. Hajj Ahmed Bey, Algerian, his career and resistance, his upbringing and advancement. He grew up as an orphan in Constantine and was raised in the arms of his maternal uncles in the Zeban region. He memorized the Quran and excelled at equestrianism. He held important administrative positions before Dey Hussein Baya appointed him to the Beylik of the East in 1826. Leader of the Eastern Resistance, after the French invasion in 1830, he led the resistance in eastern Algeria and rejected all negotiation offers that guaranteed his survival in power in exchange for loyalty to France. His strategy: he fortified his capital, Constantine, and tried to unite the tribes through intermarriage and alliance. He also minted money in his name and the name of the Ottoman Sultan to give legitimacy to his resistance. The fall of Constantine. After surviving the First Battle of Constantine, 1836, the city fell in the Second Battle of Constantine, 1837. Ahmed Bey continued to resist in the desert until he surrendered in 1848, and died in Algiers while under house arrest. Ahmed Bey Palace. He ordered the construction of his luxurious palace in 1825, which took 10 years to build and is a mixture of Morisco style and local architecture. Today the palace has become the National Museum of Traditional Arts and Expressions in Constantine and is visited by thousands of tourists annually. Ahmed Pasha Bey, Al-Tunisia, his career and reforms, his upbringing and rule. He was born in Bardo Palace, and he is the son of Mustafa Bey of the Husseinid dynasty. He assumed power in 1837 and assumed the title of King Field Marshal to strengthen Tunisia's independence from the Ottoman Sublime Porte. Military reforms. He was busy building a modern state, and during his visit to France he was influenced by the organization of the European Army. He founded the Bardo Military School in 1840 to train officers and built a gunpowder factory, trying to create a modern European-style army. Decision to abolish slavery. On January 23, 1846, he issued a historic decree banning the slave trade and abolishing slavery in the Kingdom of Tunisia. Tunisia preceded many Arab and European countries in doing so, and this decision is considered its most prominent humanitarian and social achievement. Repercussions. Despite his progressive character, his military and administrative reforms burdened the state treasury and left it vulnerable to financial crises, which subsequently contributed to the strengthening of foreign influence and external debt, factors that paved the way for the imposition of the French protectorate on Tunisia in 1881. Summary: both Hajj Ahmed Bey and Ahmed Pasha Bey represent two prominent historical figures in the 19th century, but each of them was part of a different historical context and political region. Hajj Ahmed Bey is a hero of resistance Algerian. He led the struggle against the French occupier in the east, and was distinguished by the stage of armed struggle. Ahmed Pasha Bey is a reformist Tunisian ruler who sought to modernize the state in light of an escalating external threat, and was distinguished by his reformist and humanitarian decisions. If you would like to dig deeper, would you like to know additional details about one of these two rulers, or about a specific historical battle or archaeological monument associated with them?